What is up, my dudes, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over gun terms, because the other day I realized that if I told you, like, I just got a new charging handle and gas block, it would probably sound like, I don't know, I got like IBS and I got electrocuted or something like that. Kind of weird. So I figured we would go over that kind of stuff, and a lot of that is gun parts, and some of it's the gun terms that we use, like slapping the trigger or racking it back. They can be kind of confusing, so figured we'll go over those, and hopefully at the end of this you learned something, and hopefully I learned something too. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so we're going over pistols today, and we're just going over the basic parts and pieces. Starting with the lower receiver of our pistol, we have our magazine release button, which is right here. Push that, and our magazine comes out. Magazine, not clip, even though some people like to say clip, it's a magazine, is what holds our bullets. And there's all kinds of bullets, so we won't even get into that today. Then, right here, this is our slide catch. So, when the slide is all the way back, when you've emptied your weapon, it will catch on the back, or if you are trying to eject around, you push that up. So, we'll just... Alright, so we're going to push the slide back, and just push that lever up, and now the slide is locked to the rear. Now, if we move here, this is our disassembly lever, disassembly switch, disassembly button. If you flip this up, then release the slide, and on this one, we're pulling the trigger. Now this is a clear and safe weapon. It will release that slide forward if we actually put it back all the way. Now we can separate the two. Now, with our lower receiver, this is what holds your trigger, and on a lot of weapons, this is what's going to have your safety as well. If you do have a switch safety, it will either be here on the lower receiver, or it will be on the actual slide. I personally don't like those kinds of safeties, so I just have the palm safety and the trigger safety, which both have to be fully deployed in order to actually use your weapon. Now, on the front, this is just an attachment. This is a weapon light. You can get lights, lasers, whatever. This is just how I carry my weapon, with a light on there, because you never know when you're going to need to use your weapon. Now we're going to move on to the slide. So the slide contains your barrel and your firing assembly on at least your dual action pistols, which is what this is. So this is our spring. Let's not shoot that at the camera. So as we see, we have two springs in here, one up top, one on the inside. That's what gives us our dual action. So there's our spring. Then we have our barrel, or our chamber. So, well, actually, let's clarify. This is the chamber of it. This is the barrel. So we're going to get back to that in a little bit. Just remember those. Then this is what's left over of our slide. As you can see, there's a lot of like springs and rails and stuff over here. This is our firing assembly. This is what makes the gun work. Now, on here we have our sight. So this is our front sight, and if you notice, my rear sight is gone because I have a red dot on here. So on a normal weapon, you'll see a ducktail or a dovetail sight. Alright, so now that we've gone over the gun terms, the basic gun terms for your pistol, at least what you need to know, let's go over some of the action terms. So we'll start with chambering around. Chambering around is when you manipulate your weapon, so it would be pulling back the slide and releasing it, which would feed a bullet into the chamber of the weapon. That is chambering around. You're making it ready to fire. So once you pull that trigger, a projectile is going out the front. One of the ways to do that is by cocking it or racking it back. Racking it back, I don't know where the term comes from and why it's called that, but racking it back is when you take your slide and pull it back. And then usually, you let go, slides forward, and now you're ready to fire again. Trigger slapping is when you go like that when you shoot. Now, I'm being a little dramatic, but Usually people will go like that when they shoot. It's not how you want to shoot. Dropping a mag is literally just pushing the button so your magazine drops out of the weapon. Now, a mag dump is different than dropping a mag. You empty your magazine by shooting super fast. Mag dump. It's a lot of fun when you aren't paying over $1 per round given the state of our country. So, mag dumping is fun. Having ammunition is more fun so that you can mag dump. But that's a mag dump. Shooting and firing is essentially you pulling the trigger, causing a projectile to go from your gun to your target, because we want to be responsible shooters. Alright, so those are all the gun terms I can think of off the top of my head right now. If you guys know more, go ahead, throw them down in the comments below, or if you guys have questions on what does this mean, put it down there, and we can all help each other out and answer the questions for each other. Now, if you notice, I brought a gas block and charging handle earlier, and I didn't bring those up because those are rifle related, and we're going to have another video on rifle related gun terms. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have fun, be safe, make good choices. Y'all have a great day.